Yes, hello, you are most welcome to our English sessions, and we are now discussing about pronouns after finishing about nouns. So we were discussing about nouns, and we said that this category of words are those names, naming words of things, person, animals, places, and others. So our today's session is about pronouns. So pronouns, these are words. It is a word or words which are used in places of nouns. So instead of nouns, we may use other categories or other words. So those words are pronouns. So they are used in places of nouns, and they are used instead of nouns. So we use them instead of nouns, and we normally use to avoid repeating of the first mentioned noun in a given sentence. For example, John is a student. John studies at Shangani Secondary School. So instead of using a naming word that is John, it's where now we may use pronoun, that is to show the substitutive of noun, that is pronoun he. So in here we will have he is a student. That means John is a student, but now instead of John we use pronoun, that is he. So we get a sentence now: he is a student. Again, he studies at Shangani Secondary School. So we have used the he so as to avoid the first mentioned noun, since we can't repeat the same noun in a given sentence, in one sentence or text. So we have to use pronouns. But we use pronouns so as to hide the mentioned name. For example, some person has done a mistake. Then you say, Juma has stolen a phone. So instead of mentioning the name Juma, then you may use a pronoun, that is he. So then you say, he has stolen a phone. So that is some of the uses of pronouns. But again, pronouns have got types. There are several types of pronouns, and those types are as follows. We have personal pronouns as the first type. We have demonstrative pronouns as the second type. Possessive pronouns as the third type. Reflexive pronouns as a fourth one. Again, we have relative pronouns as a fifth, and interrogative pronouns as the sixth. So now let us discuss one type after another. Yes, as we saw pronouns as a second word or word class, as those words which are used instead of nouns or in places of nouns. Let us now discuss those types of pronouns, starting with the personal pronouns. So personal pronouns, as we see a name itself, it is a person, but personal. So these are words or are pronouns which are used in places of persons, names. So we use personal pronouns in those places of personal names, and they are used instead of a name of a person. We use them to represent those personal names. They include he, she, you, it in singular, while you, they, we in plural. So those words he, she, you, it, you, they, we are personal pronouns, since we use them to stand instead of personal names. So let us now check how do we use them. How do they use in those personal names? Starting with he. So we use he for male or a boy to represent a name of a boy or male. For example, John is my friend. So John is my friend. So now, instead of using a name John, that is a boy, it's whether now we may use pronoun he, that is a personal pronoun. So once you say John is my friend, it is the same to say he is my friend. So this he stands for that name of a boy, John. Again, she. We use she instead of female or girl name. For example, Anna is my sister. Anna is my sister. So instead of using a name Anna, we may use pronoun she. So this she stands for that name. It is used instead of a name Anna. Again, we have you. So this you can be used instead of he or she, or instead of Anna or John. So we use you, that is in Kiswahili, wewe. For example, you are a lazy. So if I'm here while a assigned person is there and I want to describe such attribute about him or her, it's whether now, instead of mentioning his or her name, so I may use you. Then I say you are a lazy. Instead of saying John is lazy, since a person is around. So we use you for those people who are in surrounding with us. Again, we have it. So some people do confuse that it is a pronoun that is used in those animals as well as things. But again, it is also used as a personal pronoun, since we use that pronoun instead of a newborn baby. So we use it for a newborn baby. For example, it is crying. Instead of saying a babe is crying, now we may use the pronoun for that baby, then we use or we say it. It is crying. We have the same you, but this you now is in plural. So you is used in a double sequence, in singular as well as plural. But this you now is in plural. For example, you are no longer needed or you are no longer indeed. So you may find that a teacher enters in the class while he or she points a particular student, then he or she may use you to assign that person. So this you now is used in singular. Again, the same teacher may enter in the class and want to assign the whole students in the class. So the same you will be used to assign them or to describe them, since they are in plural and not the same singular as the first three. So we may use you to appoint one person or the group of people. That is to show it is used for the both singular and plural. Again, we have other pronoun, personal pronoun in plural, that is they. So they is also used instead of group of people. They, that is in Kiswahili meant as wow. So instead of saying wow wanafanya kitu fulani, they are doing something or they are performing something. So they in Kiswahili means wow. For example, they are moving to school. If you have observed such a group of people and they are in the way to school, then you may describe that they are moving to school. So this they is used instead of people's name, but those names are their names and not a name. For example, I have met with Jane, John, Joseph, Anna, and Angel. by the way or on the way to school. So once I want to state that I have met with John, Anna, Ali, Juma, and Angel, instead of mentioning their names, it's where now I may use a pronoun that is they. Then I say, or I will say, they are moving to school. Again, another pronoun in a plural is we. This we is also used in Kiswahili, we say sisi. It's where I want to describe those names including myself. And Nani, Ali, John, Juma, Angel are teachers. So instead of mentioning those names including myself, it's where now we use pronoun we. Then I may say we are teachers. We are good teachers. So here I have written an example that is we are in need of good English teachers. So we are in need, including myself. So instead of mentioning my name and my fellows who are in need of good teachers, it's where now I can use pronoun we. So that as I said that we have types of persons. So I have got types of persons. So there are 3 types of persons, which are first person, second person, and third person. And every type has got the singular form and the plural form. So first person, in first person here we have I. Once you mention yourself, I. So the plural form of it is we. I go to school. We go to school. The second one is you. Once I want to describe another person, then I say you. So you, this is in singular. Again, the same you is in plural. You are a les. You are a les. Again, the third person we have he, she, it. He, she, and it. These are singular, while the plural of these is they. So he plays football, she plays football, it dances, or whatever. So the plural of these is they. So after here we have an exercise here which states underline pronouns observed to the following sentences. So you have to underline all pronouns regardless the numbers which are found in a given sentence. Sentence 1, I go to school. So you have to underline the pronoun which is used in a given sentence. But again, I said that pronoun is represented by using this sign, pro. So once you underline a given pronoun under a particular pronoun, you have to write this symbol. For example, if my sentence is Ali dances with them. Ali dances with them. So in here we have pronoun them. So you have to underline this pronoun, then you write in this way. That is to show that it is pronoun. So the first sentence, I go to school. Secondly, they cook delicious food. The third one, it rains very slowly. He drives very speedily, that is number 4. And the last, she dances with her friend. So please try to conduct this exercise so that we may be able to use pronouns in the correct form and in the right position. So the next session we shall proceed with the position of pronouns in a sentence, where pronouns are positioned, as well as the subjective and objective case of pronouns. Thank you.